So this is one of the simpler dashboards I was able to build using Power BI connected to my Postgres. These are the various buttons which I can press to specify each year that I want to check the data for. These are the different cards, and this is the map which I have shown for the areas for the most cells as per the cells. And on the right side we can do much more of the tweaking and selecting which type of charts do we want, and we can interact with different cards of the which are kept in the dashboard. It also shows us the tooltips while hovering on it. When we click on a specific interaction, then we can check the specifics of the particular product, like the Canon product which we have tapped on. Hope you like the dashboard and are willing to build something like this in the future. We have finally reached the last part of the ELT process, and this is the one of the most exciting part. And this is the visualization of our data through a cool interactive dashboard for our data with various charts. And this is done through a very cool graphical user friendly tool called Power BI by Microsoft, where we have to just drag and drop all the columns on XY axis. And I prefer it as for a comparatively smaller database in MBs. We should surely go towards Power BI, and even the data transformation which is done through code in pandas can be simply and easily done within couple of seconds using the user interface of Power BI. Do let me know if you need a bigger video with in-depth details and explanation to actually perform on a database. So let's dive right in and check it out. Boot up our machine and go to Power BI, open a new page and click on get data from another source. It'll open up with multiple inbuilt connectors. I'm sure you can find yours in one of them. We're going to check out PostgreSQL, which is my database, and click out connect. Here we would need to provide it with the IPv address, which would be and the server name, and also for the first time set up the username and password for the server. Let's click on import, as direct query will limit our transformation options. After clicking OK, it might have some problems, as the SSL connector is not SSL certificate is not configured. So we need to go into the settings, and over here click your IPv address and click on edit permissions, and be sure to uncheck the encrypt connections, or it would need a SSL certificate, which would be a huge problem if you do not know how to work around it. So this is a simple way to get our data from PostgreSQL, and do check it out if it works. You would find different tables after you have clicked on import. It would take a time, and then you can select particular tables. Here we have opened the second option from the top left, and this shows us all of our data which is currently imported from our public on the right public table named orders, and then we have two more called people and returns, and inside that it is showing us all the columns in our Postgres database, which I had pushed from my Excel worksheet. These are 3 worksheets that I pushed. On the top right, we can go to the first option and click on transform data. This is the first thing we would do after getting our data, getting the columns from our database. Here we would again see the same, or I must say Postgres. Here we can also remove the columns. All of our actions are shown on the right side, which we do. We can also cancel them. It'll undo the action which you have done on a particular table. Out of these three tables, we are going to first clean the data. Usually the sales, the order is should be fixed to a decimal number. Also, we are checking other columns too. The profit should also be a fixed decimal number. It takes the sales as a string, and there's a dollar symbol, so we need to go to the replace values. And first, okay, let me just check this. Let me select the whole column first. I have just selected one single cell right now. I'm going to select the whole column, and over here, usually when I had got this database, it was a string, and there was a dollar, as there was a dollar symbol in front of the value. Now we can just go to replace values and find a value and a dollar and replace it with a blank space, not even a blank, with no characters. So, and then convert it to a fixed decimal number. That would easily complete our transformation for one column, which would take time in and code in pandas. Next, we can go to quantity and fix it to a whole number. It might be a decimal from the start. The ship date can also be easily transformed. It was originally a string. You can easily click on date and transform this column. Sometimes the ship date is in a wrong format. It is in the USS local format, in which the month comes in front of the days. So MMDD, which is a huge hassle and needs to be coded in pandas. So here we can directly click on local format, and change it to from United Kingdom, which is a DDMMYYY format, to a United States local format, which you can clearly see over here. It also is giving this as the example, and we have selected it. We can do the same thing for order date too. Select the whole column. We can also drop the columns. When you right click on it, you have an option to drop the whole columns too. Like the year bytes meta value columns. We can also extract this year column wasn't made previously. I had extracted it from the date column using a simple code. The add column section on the top of the ribbon, there's a simple code which you can use to extract the year from the date. From the custom column format, we can click the custom column button on the top left in add column under the ribbon, and over here we can easily put brackets and write our formula for extracting the year. Next, we can close and apply after doing all of our transformations, and we can set up these cards on our dashboard. From this plethora of different types of cards, it is as simple as dragging and dropping the columns on the X and Y axis, with unlimited options to edit and make it more beautiful than ever, the dashboard. So I let you be on this, changing the effects and etc., which you can discover on your own. Do let me know if you need an in-depth video for each step and of how I have made this dashboard in detail.